for 20 million. I think it was 20 million we signed him for, plus additional 7 million in add-ons, which I imagine would have been achieved. What a great signing. Needed a boost to our left-hand side. We was in for Mudryk. And man, imagine if we would have got Mudryk, the absolute disaster that would have been. And at that time, it seemed like, although we knew what a good player Trossard was, and we've seen what he had done at Brighton, but at the time, given his age, he was already pushing close to 30. I think he was 28 when he signed. There was a little bit of murmurs of, we didn't get our first choice. But he came in and he was absolutely sensational from the beginning. He assisted 3 goals, I remember, against Fulham away in that fixture. I believe it was in March of that year, 2023. And I think he really, really started like a blaze on fire. I think he ended that season with close to 10 assists in just half a season. Between him and Martinelli on that left side, they would rotate. There would even be occasions when Trossard and Martinelli would even start together. And it started very, very well. And I think he was signed with the intentions of being a backup to Martinelli. But given Martinelli had struggles on that left side, kind of from the end of that 22-23 season and then onwards, where he wasn't hitting the heights that maybe he should have, Trossard would come in and score very important goals. And then he became known as, our Klutz maestro, who would come on, whether off the bench or start. And when we were struggling to get in a game, we knew he would be the one to get a goal. I remember when we was trailing 2-1 against Bayern in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and he came on and scored to make it 2-2. I think him and Jesus both came on and made an impact in that game. 1 goal, I remember, I think it was in the Chelsea 2-2, when we might have been 2-0 down, and he came on late and scored at the back post. He scored the only goal when we beat Porto. He even scored in the North London derby. Let me not even forget that. All those important goals, absolutely none of them live up to the goal that he scored against West Ham. That crucial goal that he scored in the late embers of that game against West Ham essentially was the pivotal moment, I think, that took us to the Premier League. We knew if we win that game against West Ham, we're going to win this league. I think we all knew, and that was the case. And I did think even maybe last year he should have went, but I'm glad he didn't. And I'm glad I got it wrong, given obviously the impact he was able to have for us. And he was more or less the starting left winger this season. I'm going to miss him, man. Quality player, definitely still got a lot to give. But I do feel like this is maybe the right time for him to move on. I had been critical in some moments where I don't think he performed. But that doesn't mean that he never gave his all. He absolutely always gave his all in every single game that he played. You could tell how much he wanted to win. And ultimately, that's what he did, because he lifted the Premier League trophy. And I'm glad that he was a part of it. And he was able to get over the line with us.